Well, everybody, guess who's back? The Unfiltered Four. And boy, are we going to be wild later on tonight because Sandy is in a mood and she's
Yeah.
just going to release all this energy and get it out of her system. Great. So tonight's topic is boundaries. And I Googled there's a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm only going to read the one paragraph. Boundaries are personal and visible limits that define acceptable behaviors, protecting your mental, physical, and emotional well being. They act as property lines for your own actions and feelings, distinguishing where you end and others begin. Setting them involves clear, consistent communication of your needs, which help create trust, safety, and respect in relationship rather than controlling others. I thought that was very good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who wants to start?
Um, I will because this is very
Yeah.
raw to me. Raw, I guess, is the right word.
Yeah.
Um, so I have family that um I've needed to place some boundaries on, and it doesn't mean you don't love your family member that is you had to place the boundaries on, but you also, like, for me, I have to because of my kids. My kids come first
That's
before
right.
Yeah.
any person,
Yeah.
because they don't that's not their deal. This happens to be a very, you know we used to be very close, but now we're not. My sibling is very toxic, and I worry for him, but um, my peace of mind is more important than my relationship with him. So, uh, boundaries are really important. And that's why I thought it would be a good topic to talk about, just because it's like you have to know. It took me years, and I mean years, to understand that I didn't have to be a certain, I didn't have to adhere to what that other person wants. I didn't have to conform to their thought process and what they feel, like, um they want me to feel a certain way about a certain person. That's on them. That's a them problem. Don't let it become a you problem.
Right.
If you don't
Yep.
feel that way, take a look at that relationship and say, who who's controlling who here? No one should be controlling how you think or act, and that's why it's important to set those boundaries and say, hey, we can see each other, but we're not going to talk about this or this. And you can simply say, if you break one of those like, if you talk about XYZ thing that I asked you not to, then I'm going to leave, or I'm going to, cut ties with you. So
Yeah.
I think it's really important to be upfront. I'm not always upfront with this sibling of mine, though, because in some cases, they don't care, and they won't respect your boundary. And in some ways, he wants to poke the bear, and he wants me to respond. And in that case, you kind of graystone. Like, the graystone effect, if anybody doesn't know what that means, is, you know, well, I feel this person is a horrible person, and you should feel that way too. Okay.
Not to bring up politics, but that's how a lot of people feel, and I am guilty of it.
Yeah.
If you don't believe how I believe politically, I can't be with you. But I have a few friends where we don't agree, but we agreed, let's not talk about it because I like you and I don't
Right.
want to mess this up.
Yeah.
So a little different, but that's the one of the boundary things.
Yeah.
You agree to disagree
Right.
Yes. And will
is
we be
is
together? we have a blast. We just don't talk about it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just respect that. But
Yeah.
some people don't know how to. And that's when you have to stop yourself and say, look, this is my boundary. This is the way I'm going to do it. Doesn't mean you have to do it my way. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is you do what's going to work for you,
Yeah.
not
Yes.
what's going to work for you and God knows who else, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I sorry, Sissy.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, uh, piggybacking off of what she just said. Um, if you or a loved one are feeling like you are in a really bad, like a unhealthy, like maybe it's your spouse, make sure you get help. And we are not experts on this
Right. We're
subject.
not.
We are sharing our life experiences. So anything that we say are grains of encouragement and advice, but don't, if that doesn't feel right for you, go see a professional to get better help for you, you know.
Yeah.
And if you need to get out of your relationship, you can message one of us and we can try and give you some resources. But again, that's not our expertise. We're not licensed or anything like that for that. So anyways, go ahead, sister.
Now, I was just going to say it. I was in therapy for 8 years. And a lot of it was due to the fact that I was so severely depressed. But they really didn't know the root of my depression because I would not open up and talk to my therapist for like a year after I started seeing him. And then he said, when I did start to talk to him, the only reason I did open up to him is because he told me, whatever you say in here, you're safe. This is a safe space. And he wanted me to realize that. And I was just like, yeah, sure, sure. You know, they're going to say whatever they want, just get you to talk and all that. But no, he was one in a million. There will never be another therapist like him.
Mm.
And I finally told him what everything that was going on in the family at the time. And we will get into that, I'm sure. But a lot of my depression came from not being able to set these boundaries, which
Mhm.
my therapist helped me a great deal with. Not just for my brother, because my brother and I had like a love hate relationship. Hated him more than I loved him.
Mhm.
And that's the honest God's truth. I'm not going to lie about it.
Yeah.
And my sister, one sister, same way. I love her to pieces, but I have to love her from a distance.
Yep.
It's not because I don't love her, it's because we are too much alike.
Mm.
And I cannot stand, though, when she lies and stuff and does the things that she does just to get attention. So, therefore, I had to set boundaries. And the one boundary was I set right before COVID started. I said, look, if you don't straighten yourself up, you're not going to be able to come back here to live. And that's what I meant. And she was like, you can't do that to me. I'm disabled. That was always her thing because she is disabled. But her disability did not stop her from doing things. And it did not stop her from being mean. And I was just like, okay, I've had enough. So when they said they were releasing her to come home from the hospital that one time, I said, no, she cannot come here. I said, and I done told her that. And they were like, well, what do you want us to do? Well, that's totally up to you. But she's not coming back here. And I was made out to be the bad guy for the longest time. I did not let her come back here. I did not. They actually ended up placing her in a facility, like a nursing home situation, because she did need physical therapy as well at the same time. So they placed her there. Well, now she's trying her best to work her way back in. No, sorry. I love you, but I love you from a distance. And it's got to stay like that. Do I want to see her? Do I want to talk to her? Sure, I would like to one day. But right now, no. No, I will not do
One,
it.
one thing my dad used to say, and I quote him a lot, he would
Yeah.
love it, is you always got to take care of number one, and you are number
Yes.
one.
Yes.
You have to
Mhm.
take care of yourself before anything else.
Yeah.
Well, just like a vet says, you have to love yourself before you can
Yeah.
love someone else.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's very true.
Very true. And the boundaries helps your mental status for real.
Oh, it
Mm.
does. It really does.
It's hard at first,
Very.
but once time passes, like I blocked my brother for how long was it? 4 months, maybe, right?
4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really hard at first. Like I was having panic attacks over it. Like he thinks and it got easier. And I was like, you know what? Fuck him. Like he's toxic. He needs help. So um kind of piggybacking off of boundaries is like narcissism and gaslighting and all that.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
It's like a chain.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you go down a totally different subjects on that.
Right. But
There's a
you can get gaslit for your boundaries. Like I was
Oh, yeah.
well when he cussed me out because I didn't want to share $10,000 with him. Like he was asking me to loan him $10,000 and I said I don't have that, you know. And he goes, "You're a fucking bitch." And I was like, "Oh no, no,
lovely.
no, no." And he goes, you'll never see me or your nephew ever again. With that, I was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna play that game because you didn't get what you
Yeah.
wanted."
Yeah. Oh, I'm so upset.
Yeah. So, um,
I still get those games from my sister. You don't love me no more. Yeah, I love you, but I'm loving you from a distance. Well, you could come and see
mhm.
me. I can, yes, but am I going to ride an hour and 45 minutes? No, I'm not. And that's just the way it's going to be. I didn't see my brother for 14 years.
Mm.
Oh, whoa.
And then he passed away it'd be 2 years Labor Day. This coming Labor Day, it'd be 2 years. He passed away. I didn't see him. I got the phone call he passed away. Sure, I was upset. I cried because he passed away. But there was that distance there between us. We never got along from children
Mm.
on up. I mean, I don't know how many times he threatened to hurt me, or he threatened to kill me, or he threatened to
Mm.
beat me up,
Oh, wow.
or something like that.
Mm.
All because he didn't get his way.
Yep.
And then when our mom got sick with cancer, he came around about the last week that she was alive. He didn't come around at all during her treatments, nothing. He didn't want nothing to do with it. Then when he found out she was going to die and that she had made her own decision to enter hospice care is when he decided to come around. And then he wanted to act like he was all the big brother and everything and blah, blah, blah. And we had to do what he said because he was the only living, surviving male.
Mm.
Yeah. How well did that work out for him? Not well.
Well, I hope you guys can see the video portion of this with my hand gestures.
I did not speak
Mm.
to him. He came to my house after the first Christmas after Mom passed away. And one rule I have in my home: you don't drink in my home.
Mm.
No alcohol whatsoever.
Yeah.
But he did. And I
Mhm.
told him, I said, if you're going to drink, you got to leave. And then when he sit there right at my kitchen table and blamed me for my mother's death, said
Oh,
us girls did not do enough to keep her alive. That was it. I
yeah.
was done. I washed my hands of him. I said, that's it. You can leave now. You can either leave on your own or I can call the cops. And this was on Christmas Eve.
Oh, man.
Mm.
He says, you won't do that to me. I said, you watch me. I picked up the phone. He got up away from my table and walked out. I never spoke to him again.
Mm.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But it took me many years of therapy.
Yeah.
But
And one thing I want to say to be in therapy, don't be embarrassed.
no,
Nope.
don't.
Because I can almost guarantee you the majority of people in the United States are in therapy,
Oh,
are on
yeah.
antidepressants or
Exactly.
anti-anxiety. I
Yes.
Yep.
am on anti-anxiety and
I'm
I'm
on.
proud of it.
I just doubled up my meds. And we'll talk about this more in depth on another podcast. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, um, research other things, because if you're feeling anxious, you may be like us women at 40, perimenopause,
Premenopausal.
menopause, that's what I found out, that's what I was dealing with. I was having super duper anxiety attacks, and but I also just upped my anxiety meds, and that's helped. But I do deal very severely at times with anxiety, and part of that is the trauma that I've endured over the years with, you know, I'm a people pleaser. Maybe trauma isn't the right word, but like my dad was an alcoholic, and watching him
Yep.
just waste away. Like, he still held a job and he still was a good dad, but just watching him lose himself to alcohol was,
My dad was a terrible dad.
mm,
He really was. But that's okay because I had a wonderful mother.
yeah.
But the year before he died, I made peace with him. Not for his sake, for mine.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it for my own sake.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that my therapist couldn't stress enough. He said, you got to do this for yourself.
Yep.
Because if not, you're gonna beat yourself up and everything
Mhm.
if something happens to him. And sure enough, 1 year later, after my mom passed away, he passed away. And we were there. His kids were there. Am I glad I was there? Yeah. For my sake.
Gives you a peace of mind.
Yes, it really
Yeah.
did. And a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't get it. I would have never went there and blah, blah, blah. Well, I know you don't get it, but maybe if you go through therapy and everything, you might,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like Patsy said, no shame in the game.
Nope.
There's
There
good.
isn't,
Maybe we
you
should
know.
form our own club. Hey, if you're on anxiety medicine or depression, let's
Come and
set up
join
a
us.
chat and
Yeah.
talk. You
I
know,
Join
think
us.
there's
hey, I'll make you
I think
laugh.
I think there's a lot more people that are on anxiety and antidepressants than
Oh yeah.
there used to
Oh,
be.
yes.
And
Yeah.
there's no shame, and it's crazy to me because my brother needs to be on something. He got diagnosed and he was on Lexapro, and he called me probably 3 4 years ago, and he said, "Hey, do you want are you still taking the Lexapro?" And I was like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I?" He goes, "Well, I'm taking myself off of it, so you can have mine if you want it." I'm like, no, I'll keep
Oh,
what I'm on because my
Yeah.
yeah.
doctor prescribed it.
Don't share medicines.
Yes.
Right.
Don't share your
Especially that
medication.
kind of thing. You like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe a prescribed Tylenol or a even an antibiotic. I've
Yeah.
shared that before, but like that kind of stuff that fucks with your brain.
No.
No. And it's like, okay, so he doesn't like traditional medicine. He doesn't think that he calls it white coat syndrome. And so he thinks that all prescribed medication is bad.
Yeah.
And he should
Okay.
be on bipolar
Okay.
medication.
What's this? Okay, Robert Kennedy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like he should be on bipolar medication. Well, he was for like a month and then he took himself off of it. It's like, you need this. Like, I, yeah, anyways. I could go on and on about him, but like I guess my point to all this is like it doesn't matter if it's your husband, your wife, your next door neighbor, your brother, your mom, your dad. Like if it doesn't feel right to you, then change
Yeah.
how you, because you're not gonna change them.
No,
Like
that you're not.
so you can try and like grill that person and say, you know what, this really hurts my feelings, this really, and they may or may not, like at the time they may or may not listen, right? They might say, oh, I'm sorry. But good people in the world, if I said to any sissy or mommy, hey, that really hurt my feelings, not that they've never done that, but like if they
It's always
did
the
and I
first
said it,
time.
right.
No, we could
um
never do that.
no, we wouldn't, because we
No.
talk about things.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. You know, like he may apologize or she may apologize, but not really
Yeah.
truly mean it. And
Well,
a lot of those types of people aren't good, like narcissists. They're not going to apologize to you for anything, anyways.
No,
Like,
they're not.
no.
Nope.
no,
No.
you're the
No.
problem. Like, why are you feeling that way? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. And then that's where the gaslighting comes into play. Oh, you're
Yeah.
crazy.
Or they'll be
Yeah.
like, what did I do?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
They'll
my
turn it
Oh,
on
fault.
you.
Yeah, it's not my fault. You
Yeah.
did it. I've heard that so many times.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm always conscious. Like I have Rachel and her friend that live here, and they're both 26. I'm conscious of their need for privacy. I never invade. Now, when
Right.
this bedroom door open doesn't mean I'm not going to pull my card table chair and sit in there with them. But a lot
Hmm.
of times they're calling me in. But,
Yeah.
I respect their privacy. I respect their whatever they're doing. If they
Right.
Yeah.
want to tell me something, they'll tell me. I will ask, and I'll say, if you don't want to tell me, don't tell me. And one of them might say, I don't want to tell you. That's cool. I respect it. My feelings are not hurt. I
Yep.
understand. I was 26 once myself.
Yep.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but I was 26. And so I like to respect people's privacy as much as I can.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
And
they
for
want if
oh,
they
go
want to
ahead.
spill the beans, let them spill the beans. But other than
That's
right.
that,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I find almost every time when they want to talk, we'll talk. It's
Yeah.
nothing major. No.
Yeah.
But it's like when they want to talk, they know they can come to me, and they have. Especially Rachel, because she's my daughter. She
Hmm.
will come and, tell me stuff. And again, it's nothing bad, it's girl stuff. So I mean, I wanted my mother was very easy to talk to about most things. Certain things I don't think I would have talked about with her,
Hmm.
but she was always very open to sit and listen, and she never judged.
Hmm.
And I can remember, like, I was getting a new boss when I worked for the city of St. Louis, and I was really mad about it with the way it happened, and I was upset, and she's just like, look, take 2 ibuprofen and get some sleep. She
I've
goes,
heard that before.
well, Mom, when Rachel says something hurts, she already knows what I'm going to say. To a leave and a heating pad.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I mean, it calmed me down, and then I slept. And after the first day, it was fine. It was just the way it happened was nasty. So I mean, that's one of the things. Now, for me, boundary wise, a lot of people think so much anymore. But I was younger. I don't mind being alone. I enjoy being alone. Especially now, because what did I do today when I got home from work? The girls were napping. I was posting stories on my TikTok and my website. Um, I've always enjoyed going to being alone. I've even gone to the show years ago by myself. I didn't have any problem with it. My best friend would be like, "How can you do that?" Being the smart ass that I am, I just go buy a ticket and I go in. Didn't bother me because I knew it
Hmm.
was a movie she wouldn't want to go see. I saw Steven Seagal's Under Siege by myself. It was me and a few men in the theater in the afternoon, and nothing happened, bummer, but
Orgy time.
time, which by the way, I'm not a big fan of his now, but that is his best movie. Um, so I mean, some of my stuff is like my ex-boyfriend. I avoid him like the plague. Whenever I do run into him, he always feels the need to hug me. Um,
No.
and the next time that happens, I'm just going to put my hands up and say, I don't want to be hugged. You know,
Right.
I've
Yeah.
never put a boundary on it. And I think about that now, and I'm like, I need to put a boundary on it.
Yeah.
Now, when my ex-husband would visit Rachel, he never did that. I think he would. I sure as hell wasn't going to hug the bonehead. You
Mm.
know, one thing that I laugh about is, okay, I go to the church I go to sometimes. It's a big church. And it never fails. I sit in my usual seat, and there's all this church full of seats, and they got to sit right by me. It pisses me off. I text my friend, can you believe it? There's all these seats, and they got to sit by me.
Mm.
Not a big deal, but I own my pew, I like to say. Um, but that's some of the
Can I
small
sit by you,
stuff.
mommy?
First, good sit by me. I sit in a specific seat because there's an aisle that goes because I
Mm.
sit during mass, the whole mass, because it's
Yeah.
more comfortable for me. The getting up and down, I can't kneel. The getting up and
Hmm.
down was too much, and I've been doing that for several years, and I love it because I can get more out of mass sitting there being comfortable instead of standing there and thinking in my mind, God, I want to sit down. Um,
Yep.
You know, and nobody said anything, but if somebody were, I'll be like, okay, can't kneel, bad knees, and
Yep.
I really do. And why are you bothering me? I'm not bothering you. I'm sitting in the little corner pew, and I don't. When people kneel, I don't want to just be in the way of them trying to kneel. So this is why I sit where I do. You know, so there's nobody, there's no pews behind me, so
You could
I
always put your foot out and chirp them. You know,
could, I
Mm.
could, and I
I
probably
would.
I could see
Yep.
you doing that, Sissy.
Yep. I can
so.
do.
I know Rachel is, I think, more conscious of boundaries when we go out in public than I am. I do
Mm.
get irritated, you know, people are standing there blocking the aisle, and I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me. They don't hear me, so finally I go, excuse me. You know, I don't want to be rude,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, I've been saying this 3 or 4 times a year,
Yeah.
you know. I have
Yeah.
not really had to raise my voice that often, but that's kind of a little boundary that I irritates me when you're blocking the aisle. Move over. So
Yeah, you don't need to take up the whole damn aisle. I mean,
Nope.
like when we
I
went
hate
to
that.
Lambert, we went to like Saturday. No, we were at the in Cape Girardeau before we went to Lambert. Now my knees were killing me. My knee was killing me, so I was uncomfortable. And this is a big shop, but everything's crammed together, and the walking space isn't there. And my daughter's like grabbing me, get out of the way. They're blocking you, you know, and you're blocking them. I behind my head, okay? And they were very quiet. You know, I don't try not to block. But I know later on when we left and we're in the car, she had said, I don't know what it is with these people. They just stand there. And, they could have gone around and all, you know, and I'm like, no, they out of towners for this, you know, this time. Um, I mean, I try to be patient. I am more patient than I used to be, believe it or not. And I'm more I don't get as irritated. Being in public and crowds have always bothered me. It doesn't bother me as much anymore, but it bothers the hell out of
Mm.
Rachel. So I know when I'm going with her, well, we won't be in here long. You know, I'm just not still not a fan of crowds, but I tolerate them more in the stores than I used to. Um,
Not me. I tell them, get the hell out of my way.
I will, or else Rachel's like, how do we get out of here? Follow me, and I know how to maneuver the crowds, you know?
Yep.
Yep.
My
So, I mean,
husband just
those
shakes
are,
his head.
yeah, yeah, Rachel does too. I mean, that's kind of some of the few things that I have with boundaries. I love my family. My sister is just the complete opposite of me. I love her dearly. But we get together once in a while. I don't need to get together a lot. We text.
Mm.
Um, when we were younger, she always had to know everything I was doing, and I'm just like, I don't feel like telling you, you know, and don't take it personally, you know. I was a partier, she wasn't, you know. As we got older, I would tell her, hey, remember when I used to come home from the clubs? This was when we shared a room. And she goes, yeah, I go, I was drunk as a skunk. And she was like, really? I said, oh, yeah. Praying, just get me past mom and dad's bed because it was in the middle of the house. And I said, just get me past there and into my bed, and I'm good, you know. So there's some things I will share with her. There's others I won't. My brother, I tell him almost everything, which is
Mm. Uh-oh. Is she breaking
different.
up for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I'm moving. Um, so the relationship I have with my brother is good. When he was younger, when he was in high school, it wasn't. He would never talk to me. Um, and my mom would yell at him about it, I heard. And but he was just it's the high school guy who wants their little sister tagging along. But it
Mm.
did hurt my feelings because I looked up to him a lot. But now it's great. We get along fantastic. He invites us over and all kinds of stuff. You know, I make him shirts and um, so I mean that relationship is fantastic, you know, and really when we all get together, it's fine. There's no fighting, there's no stuff like that, you know, but
I'm too old to fight them.
Yeah, I just don't got time. I'm tired.
I'll
I don't
just
got
put them
time
in their
for,
place.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of boundary issues, just a few. I don't like when someone comes up to me and I haven't seen him in a long time and they want to hug me.
Oh
And I'm
no.
there,
Mm.
I'm there. Who the hell is this? Now, when I did the working
Oh,
woman show, I hugged women because they was acceptable because they had just shared their story with me of being scammed. And I'm like, I would ask, can I give you a hug? And they always said yes, and I would hug them. And I think you should ask if it's something, especially something like that. Like when I met
mommy
Paul
hugged
Stanley from
me.
Kiss, I what
Mommy
when I met
hugged
Paul,
me.
I knew virtually. Like even when I met Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, and I love Paul Stanley, I asked him, "May I hug you?" Like me, and I just didn't want to let go, but I did. I didn't have to be drug out or anything. But I think if it's something like that, I wouldn't hesitate because we've known each other a long time. My best friend, I wouldn't hesitate because I've known her a long time. Christina at work, she always hugs me when she comes in on Wednesdays. So it's like, I don't mind, but it's like if I don't know you and off, bitch.
You hugged me,
Yeah, don't
mommy.
touch me.
Yeah, yeah.
When I met mommy in
Hugged.
person, we hugged.
We because she was my friend and I knew it would be
Yeah.
okay. I didn't ask your permission. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Shame
Yeah,
on
I didn't
you.
ask yours either. Why is he
And it was just one
barking?
of those things. We've been friends several years
Yeah,
online, and it just came
Yeah,
natural to me, you know. But
yeah,
my advice, and this is Patsy's personal advice, before you hug somebody in certain circumstances, say, "Hey, can I give you a hug?" And
yeah,
if they say
ask.
no,
yeah.
I get it. Cool. Want to go get a drink at the bar?
Teach your kids that too. I mean, like
Yes.
um, like today at work, a little girl was trying to hug another girl, and she didn't want to be hugged. And I said, "Friend, did you ask her if she wanted to be hugged?" And she said, "No." And I said to the little girl, I said, do you want your friend to hug you?" And she said, "No." And I said to the other little girl, I said, "Please don't hug her. She did not ask you to hug her. She does not want to be hugged."
Right.
Right. Just ask.
So
It's
yeah,
simple.
developing those
Yeah.
boundaries is important for the little ones, especially because
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
back in my day, like you went and sat with the uncle or the weird family member that you didn't want to give a hug to because that was
Yeah.
polite. Well,
Yeah.
nowadays it's different. It's you don't want to hug creepy Uncle
Don't.
Bob, don't. You know,
Yeah.
it's being able to say no.
Just say
And
no.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
know there's people out there that would think that that's rude to teach your child to say no, but it's being respectful of your child. Like,
The
Yeah.
boundaries.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Right.
personal thing. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I
this is the portion of the show that we're gonna pitch. Um, like
yeah,
when Cowboy, we are from the Cowboy train. When he
yeah,
would say, "Well, if
Uh,
I met each and every one of you, I would come and hug you." He's
like
the last
fuck.
person. He's the last man I would want a hug from.
right,
We
He
may
ain't
have been
hugging
friends
me.
online, but it's different with woman compared to woman fat man.
right.
I hug my sissies before I do any man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna give you a big old hug, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, like
and I
No, you're
him.
just sit
not.
there,
His
okay,
stomach has to get out of the way first.
I was gonna say that. Sorry,
I'm
I
gonna
shouldn't laugh.
so
trip you on
bad,
the
we're
But I
just
way.
am.
so
Sorry, not sorry.
girl,
Yeah.
girl. Before we move on to Sandy's rant and then my questions,
It's tea
um,
time with Sandy.
tea time with Sandy. But do you have anything you want to contribute on how you feel about boundaries?
Who, me?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I get along really good with family, so we're okay. And we're not so much huggers neither. We're kind of used to that because I went up to Kendra one time when she's wasn't feeling good, and I hugged her. She said, "Are you okay? Are you dying?" Because we just not used to the we I'm like my personal space here.
Yeah.
So, but another thing, boundaries at work. People
Oh
need to
yeah.
have boundaries at work
Mm,
because once you try to help someone, it's like they expect you to do it every time. And it's like
mm-hmm.
the more you do, the more you learn, the more they expect you to do. So
Yeah.
I have boundary issues at work because I'm always doing whatever and trying to help more instead of just doing my job description. Somebody says, "Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, I'm so busy with this and this. Oh, can I help?" It comes out my mouth before I'm like foot in it,
Yeah.
wanting to
Mm-hmm.
help
Yeah.
somebody to do stuff to get everything done for the day.
Yeah.
So work
Oh
boundaries for
yeah.
me, definitely.
Mm.
Sissy needs
Yeah.
me in her back pocket.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Every time she
Yes.
tries to step in and help somebody, I just stick her in the butt with a thumbtack.
Yeah. Hit me in the
Sissy,
head with
don't do
something.
that. Don't do that. Oops, she said it again. Oops, there's another stick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I almost did that at work today because I was like, there was a little friend that was having a hard time coming out of gym class, and she was my from my class, and I was like, do I? No, I don't. That's his problem right now. I have my own job to do. So
Yeah. That's what I need
Yeah.
to learn more boundaries for work,
yeah,
definitely.
it's hard.
And
Yeah.
then, like, our town is so small here when you all were talking about shopping and stuff. It's like when my anxiety, because I'm used to working from home. Before, the more people I was around, the happier I was. But now it's like a crowd, I get like panicky.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
then I go to Walmart. I'm like planning my stuff when I go in. I'm gonna go here, 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 and get it. And I'm like zoom, 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 get my stuff and get out. Then you have the family in aisle 12.
Yeah.
Oh, like
mm,
they haven't seen each other in forever, and there are like four or
yeah.
five buggies blocking the whole damn aisle. And you're like, fucking take us outside in the parking lot. Go
Yes.
Yep.
outside and
Yes.
talk. Go to their house and talk, not in the
Yeah.
middle of the
Yeah.
bread aisle. I need bread and let me out of here.
Yeah.
Something big is
Especially
going
in
on in
full
my
block
area.
aisles in the grocery store. It could be one of us.
Yeah.
They'll tell you to move your damn cart.
Yeah.
Do you
You
know the
never know where we
sirens?
might show up. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
Take it to
Would
You
the
they
know the
want
parking lot.
sirens?
would
Huh?
they want to come to Jesus meeting with me in the middle of Walmart?
I don't know. If I go shopping like that again, I have Sissy with me. Be the
I
Yeah.
put you in
mean,
one of them carts.
I can do it,
Yep.
you
I told
know.
Mom, I said next time I'm gonna get one of them motorized carts and just
Mm-hmm.
bump them out of the way. Oops, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm so no. I won't comment on the movable carts because I probably will need one in a month.
Oh yeah, both of y'all probably need
I
one
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Oh my.
DoorDash.
Yep.
Yes. It is
I
time
don't know
for
what I'm gonna do.
tea.
I'm gonna be like, Mom,
We're
I
going to
need
be at home
you.
on the internet all day.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Live all
Exactly.
day
will.
long.
Yep.
We
Tea
won't
Yeah.
get nothing
time.
done.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sandy, it's tea with Sandy. Sandy, what's pissing you off today, or who's pissing you off?
Well, let's see. That would be Jess Wolfie.
Uh-oh.
You know, the fake author.
Yeah.
You know, the one, the alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one that used to be a mod with us.
Yep.
She has not been a mod for, over a year
A
now.
year and a half. Yeah.
Why? Well, let Sandy tell you why. Because this bitch, and
Story
yes,
time,
Jess,
Sandy.
yes, Jess, I called you a bitch. What are you going to do about it? Beat me up with your alcohol? But, anyways, we were in a mutual live, the other night. I won't mention the live because he doesn't really have anything to do with it. This is between
He's a
us and
wonderful person.
he's a
Yeah.
Oh
wonderful
yeah, he is.
person, but
Yep.
this is between her and us.
Mm-hmm.
She has the nerve enough to sit in there, oh, I'm drunk again and I can't work. I'm laid off. Bitch. Okay. First of all right. You're that drunk. Why you online? Number one. Number two. Hey, Jess, you ain't got 10 cents to rub together, much less 2 pennies. Number two. Hey, Jess, I see you're drunk again. Oh, yeah. She said, yeah, so? Well, okay, Jess. I see you can't come online without being drunk. Yep, that's right. Well, see, the backstory between us and Jess is, Jess came to us many a time for help on her quitting drinking. We gave her suggestions, you know, on where to get help from, how to go
She was
about doing
making
it.
she was making people upset in our
Yes,
chat, in our
upset the
group
whole
text.
fucking room. Yes, I said the F word. She would upset the whole fucking chat. Well, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Like I said about fucking Cowboy. I'll get to him in a second. Let me tell you, you do not come into our chat that you have not been in several months because you did not like what we had to say to you the last time, bitch. That you came in there and then you tried to attack mommy. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Sandy don't put up with that shit. Sissies do not put up with that shit.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
we all three got your goddamn ass that night, Jess. You was asked to leave politely. You did not want to leave. You wanted to sit there and argue. So guess what happened, Jess? Yes, Jess, I'm the one that booted your fucking ass, and I'll do it all over again. But first, you got to find your way back in because you're too drunk. Yes, Jess, I said that. You're too drunk. And by the way, Jess, how you buying your alcohol? Since you're laid off, you ain't got no money. You're going around complaining to everybody. I don't have no money for this. I don't have no money for that. I got to eat oodles and noodles every day. Please.
But you can afford the alcohol.
But you can afford the fucking alcohol, like Sissy just said. Bitch, please get over your damn self. Put your big girl fucking panties on and quit your fucking drinking. Then, just maybe then, you might have a chance at having a decent life. But, Jess, there is no hope for you because you refuse to see that you have a problem. And you really do, Jess. And I wish you nothing but the best. But as far as you coming back and being a mod, fuck that shit, bitch. Because you ain't. And that goes for you being on YouTube, too. You're banned. When you're banned, you're gone. You're gone
Well,
for good.
my irritation is the fact that we had a Google Girls chat, right? Or text
Yes, we
message
did.
group. And
Yes, we
she,
did.
after being asked not to talk about alcohol,
Yeah.
someone else in this text was saying, this really offends me, basically. You
Yeah.
chose to continue to do it every day. Oh, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. And we told you that you needed help. And you were like, well, I don't need help, basically.
Yeah. Basically, shit on you after you come to us and ask us for help. We give you advice and everything. Nah. I'll
Nah.
shit on you all. Nah. But then yet you want us to be there to support you in your habit. Uh-uh. No way, bitch. I draw the line. Mm-mm. Told you, Jess. You don't want to come up against me because you're coming up against your worst nightmare.
And you don't have
Yeah,
to
I
announce
was,
it every live you go in.
yeah, I
Right.
was in my 20s when I acted like that. Drunk. I don't, always with that's before social media. We were still carving stones and stuff. But I would never. I was it's like Marianne. Oh, and Marianne. It was just between us, and again, there was no
Yeah.
social media. But I want to hear that all the time. She's in her 30s. Grow the fuck
Yeah.
up.
And it
Peter,
was excuse after excuse. Like
yes,
during
always.
this other person's live, it was, well, he's drinking.
Oh, yeah, that was her
Okay.
thing. He's drinking. Okay, well, it's his life.
Yeah.
He
And
works all
he's not
fucking week.
drunk.
He was having one, what was it, a mimosa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
And
don't,
then
I
she
mean,
was,
they can
sorry.
see he's physically drinking, but who cares? You don't have to tell everybody, every chat you go in.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's not one time, it's repeated
Yes.
in the
Yes.
chat.
Well, and then remember, we would say, hey, this is not healthy. And she'd be like, oh, well, my mom died 15 years ago. I'm not
Yes.
I'm not making light of her mother passing. Okay, that's not
No.
my intention with this comment. But
No.
but if you are that need in need of help from something that happened to you, 5 years ago, whatever, even a year ago, then you shouldn't be drinking. Like, get some help.
Go
And
get
she'd
real
be
help.
like, oh,
Mommy.
well, I'm gonna stop drinking tomorrow. No, that never happened.
No, it never did. And I don't,
Join
So
AA. Go to a
yeah,
therapist. Everything else
right.
I
okay with
mean,
it. It's fine.
we went as far as looking up AA in her area, looking up local therapists, looking up
Yep.
local meetings, everything for her. Nothing.
As we would
Yeah.
do for anybody,
Yes,
Right.
we
because
would
we
do
was
that for
actually
anyone.
concerned about her and trying to help.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's only so much you can do. People don't want it.
Yep. I wish you nothing but the best, Jess, but
Yeah.
you have a lot of issues that you need to take care of.
Yeah, she does, and she's burnt her bridges with us.
Yep.
I mean, we
There's a few of
tried.
them that you have. So,
We tried.
oh,
You
yeah.
know,
We have our boundaries.
but
Yep.
yes, once again, it's boundary issues.
Yeah.
You know, and when I seen her the other night, and she said that, I was just like, well, I can see you're still drinking, Jess.
Yep.
And she was like, "Ugh, whatever.
Yep.
Well, whatever, bitch. You're the one that left the chat, not me. I stayed there waiting on your damn ass."
She got called out and she didn't like it. I mean,
Yeah, which they never do. They never like being called out.
own up to it. And, maybe that should be a wake up call. Hey, they still are concerned about my drinking. Okay, do something about it. Why is the dog barking?
And the other person I want to address,
Here you
Amy.
Number
go.
two.
Oh,
Number
that
two.
one.
Amy,
Okay.
my
Oh,
friend
Amy.
Amy.
She
Oh,
still owes me
yes.
$50 from December 2023, 24,
Something
24.
like that. Amy, Amy,
No,
Amy.
23, because in 24, 25,
Amy, what do I say
24,
about
we
you?
broke up. So it
Amy,
She's a
felt like we were
bitch.
dating.
Amy, you're a bitch. That's putting it nicely. You see, Amy, you was in the chat all the time. Pour me this, pour me that. I ain't got money for this. I ain't got money for that. Okay, bitch, get over it. We didn't
Get
have
a
money for
job.
this. We didn't have money for that. Did you hear us bitching and stuff and ranting and raving and carrying on? No, you did not.
Get a job.
See, Amy, the differences between us is we do not go to other people online and say, hey, can I borrow money from you? And this person, bless her heart, mommy, yes, I'm talking about mommy.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm here.
She borrowed money from mommy. Yes, the bitch did. Bless mommy's heart. Mommy was nice enough to give it to her. Because if I would have knew about it, I would have said, Patsy, no, don't do it. Because I go off of first impressions. I know mommy's never going to get her money back for that.
Oh, no,
That
but
mommy lent
sure
mommy
enjoy bugging her about it.
that mommy lent her borrow. You see, Amy, I have seen you in other people's chats laughing, carrying on. Oh, how you got one over on Patsy. Well, she may be Patsy to you, but to us, she is our mommy. Bitch, let me tell you what, you don't play that fucking game with me. Because now, instead of you owing mommy $50, bitch, you borrowed that a couple years ago. Interest. Now you owe her $500. Yeah, Amy.
Inflation.
You know who you are.
Excuse me, inflation.
You know exactly who I'm talking to. You see, you thought you'd keep me out of that box long enough so I would not find out about this. Huh? Well, guess what,
Oh, no,
Amy?
no, no.
One night you left and you didn't come back, right? Amy, you didn't come back. You basically washed your hands of mommy after you got that money from her. And then, bitch, you had enough nerve to come back and say, oh, Patsy, can I borrow some more money? Bless her heart, mommy said no.
She asked several times.
And she will never lend you a penny. Never. Let me tell you something, Amy. You better hope and pray to God I never come across your path in real life. Because then you're going to have an issue that you're going to need major tissues for. I've made grown men cry, and I'll make your fucking ass cry in a heartbeat and won't think nothing of it. Because you didn't want me to come in that box because you didn't want me to say anything. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm in the box.
We are unfiltered fuckers.
Me, sissies, and mommy are a family. See, bitch, that's something you're never going to have with her. You're not going to have my sissies. You're not going to have my mommy. Get over your fucking self. Grow the fuck up. Get a real fucking job and quit sponging off of people. Enough said about the bitch. Now, move on to the fucking cowboy. Okay,
Oh,
Mr. Coastal Cowboy. We're waiting on you. Come on back to Clapper, buddy. Because I'm ready. I'm ready for you. I was ready for you a while ago. You ain't got the balls nor the nerve to come back. By the way, quit cheating on your wife.
yes.
You think we don't know about that shit? You think we don't know about you going into these other people's lives and talking to these sexy women? And one thing, cowboy, you know, you always said to me, when I told you a while back, I think I might leave. You said to me, oh, no, you can't. You can't do that to me. Oh, really? Huh. Well, that just showed your true colors right there, cowboy. Because that just shows how much you cared about Patsy and how much you cared about sissies. Which, by the way, cowboy, speaking of sissies, Sissy and I divorced your fucking ass immediately. Long time ago. As far as the other sissy goes, Sissy Suzanne, let me tell you something, fucker. You ever disrespect her again the way you disrespected her and that life, that night, that will be the last person you disrespect. Because I know your address. I will personally come to North Carolina myself. It'll take me about 10 hours to get there. Already looked it up. I know where you're at. I know where you live at. I will make it well known that I'm there. And trust me, your wife ain't going to like it. Because you see, we come in peace, but we also come with receipts. So all these stories that you've been going around online telling everybody how you work for Interpol and you did this for them and you did that for them and how you done this for other people and that for other people. Oh, police, you're just as bad as Tony. Because ain't neither one of you done a fucking thing.
Yeah.
You see, I got friends that you know nothing about. You wish you knew. You think we're stupid because we're women. You actually told us that one night. Well, guess what? This bitch don't forget. You may think I do. You may hope I do. But I don't. And by the way, Sherry Splurden, or Splurden, however you say your damn last name. I'm on a roll with you too, honey, because you claim you don't know me. Uh-huh. The reason you claim you don't know me is because I call you out on your crap when you're spreading false information as well.
And charging for it.
And charging for it yet at that. Then you copy, cut, and paste everything from websites and put it in a book form and sell it. That's considered plagiarism. Yeah, it is, Sherry. Yes, it is.
Maybe give
And
her the definition of that.
by the way,
Oh.
Sherry, you think Cowboy's your friend? You got another thing coming because I'm going to out him right now. He's leading you astray. Yeah, he's feeding you a sack of lies, just like he's feeding Terry a sack of lies, too. How do we know this, Sherry? I'll tell you how, because he told us right to our faces. So, Sherry, you can do what you want with that information. You can confront Cowboy if you want. Terry can confront him if she wants. I really don't give a damn. Because that's why this is called the Unfiltered Four.
Oh,
There you go.
Boom.
all right. Thank you for all that, Sandy. That was good. We're not
Oh, you're welcome.
defaming people. We're speaking the truth.
Yes, we're no longer going to protect your asses. No, we're not.
Yeah.
So if any of you, and another thing, I just want to say this, because I know people will watch it that come into our chat. If you all feel the need to run back and tell Cowboy and all the other people that we talked about them, be my guest. Because you know what? We know who's doing the talking. Your asses will be gone as well. Enough said.
Boom.
Forward the link. Let them listen themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
All on YouTube
Another
Live.
view
YouTube
for
Live.
us.
Yes, another view for us.
Yes,
right.
please view. View.
I don't
All right.
care.
That's right. All right, so we're nearing the end, and this is always one of my favorite parts, is, silly questions. So I circle 4, but we may only do 1 or 2 because it's of the time. So this one is, where do you picture yourself a year from now?
Whooping Cowboys' ass.
I love it. I love it.
Play
Let's
with
just
a
make
new
sure we
me.
all got bill money.
Yeah. With a
Well,
new knee.
my sissies will bail me out of jail.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Suzanne, you said the one thing I was going to say too, a new knee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We have a bad knee, and I just went today and got my shots. Sound like a dog getting shots. And I have no cartilage left in my right knee.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah. I have more, but I want Suzanne to say where she sees herself a year from now. Suzanne, country girl.
You mean
I
country
said,
girl?
oh yeah, definitely a new me. I'm traveling so much to so many different doctors, it's unreal. So hopefully they'll get me lined out health wise.
They will, or
Good.
they'll have a come to Jesus meeting with me.
Yeah, so definitely
Yeah.
healthier, probably
Yeah.
still in the same town. No,
Yeah. I have
And
no
yes,
desire to move.
I
Oh,
do take up for country girl more than Suzanne Sissy because they're afraid of Suzanne Sissy.
mhm.
Yeah, they are. They're afraid of her because she's the silent one.
Silent
Mm.
but deadly.
But now, country girl, she will talk a little bit and chat, not a whole lot. But don't you men think you're gonna come in there and hit on her because I don't allow it.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
exactly. They take care of me.
I take care
Yeah.
of my sissies. I don't let you
Take
hit
care of
on
each
none of
other.
them.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
So I wrote these down earlier. A new me, that's probably gonna happen this summer. And then I'm thinking like really out of this world stuff, although I don't think it's out of this world. I'd like to have my own TV show.
Yes.
Oh, that would be great.
And then I'd like to be guests on a lot of talk shows to talk about my blog and all and the lives and all that I do because I have really been pumping out the material lately and it
Yes,
does
you
wear me
have.
out some days. But there is so much because I'm doing the sugar daddies and the recovery guys, and they are scammers. And then the new one is Evan Kate. This
Yes.
lady is does not exist, but the picture that's being used is a lady who lives in Dubai, and she goes by Supercar Blondie, and
Yes.
she's aware of it. And I talked to Mama Jules, Stay Safe with M Jules on TikTok. We had a great talk Sunday. We haven't talked in a long time, and she says the lady is aware of what's going on. So I'm slowly going after them and messing with them. I have turned in today's Tuesday. I've turned in at least 10 to 12 cash apps this week.
Yes.
Um, it's a different scam. With these guys, with the Cash App Recovery and Evan Kate, it's fast. It's not romance, it's fast. And I like it. So it's what I see happening. To be positive and think of good stuff. So,
I was
you know
thinking
what we
positive.
yes. Yeah. I think our next episode we should talk about pizzas.
About what?
Dicks, cocks,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
pizzas.
Sure.
I was sitting here just writing while you guys are talking, and I'm like, oh, as a joke. Also, I'm going to set up a Gmail for the Unfiltered Four. You guys will all have access to it. I'm going to do that tonight. So if you want to email us, you can. I got to
You
set it
can.
up, so I won't have that till next week, but unless I post it sooner. I'm gonna try to do it tonight. So that this way, if you want to email us stuff, uh, mail is accepted. Just make sure I can't trace your email because I
Yeah.
can. I have the power. So,
Yes, we do
um,
have the power to do that.
And
yes.
let's just
So,
say they can to play it safe because some people might give suggestions that we're not familiar with. as far as the Unfiltered 4 podcast, but maybe we can get suggestions from other people of the questions we ask at the end of the podcast.
Right.
Like fun questions, because I got more on
Yeah.
my computer. Let me scratch this one off because we've already done it. If you think of fun questions that I can ask at the end of the podcast, like we do, I just think it's a funny way to end everything. Since tonight's was a heavier subject, feel free to say you should ask this question of the group. I think that would be fun. Excellent idea, country girl. Round of applause. So I will get that email sent up tonight and I'll send it to you guys and it'll give you the password so you'll be able to access it. So,
And don't
so
get
anyway,
offended if you're not chosen, if your topic isn't
yeah,
chosen or something like that.
yeah,
Don't get offended,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm saying because,
Yeah.
right,
some of the topics that people are suggestion we don't have or know anybody with that
experience,
issue or experience
yeah,
ourselves.
Right.
And
yeah,
that's mostly what we're talking about is stuff that we've experienced ourselves or
yeah,
that we can talk about ourselves.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah. So also, I gotta work on some swag for the Unfiltered Four. So
woohoo.
I'm thinking maybe if we pick your topic, you might get a surprise. So with some ideas.
They
Uh,
will get a
so um,
penis paperclip with the unfiltered four on there.
I wish I bought more of these, but I'm gonna go online. Let me scratch this right by my shirt. That was in this vintage store in Cape Girardeau. I forgot what it's called. I have to look it up. And they had this red box. So the first thing when I go over there and I look at all this, I'm thinking, oh my God, the Red Room of Pain from Fifty
Yeah.
Shades. But they had a penis stained glass thing, but it was like $46. Oh no, I'm not paying that much. And the other ones were like, is it
Like
penis
the
bookmarks?
like the
And then
voodoo doll
this,
too.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
oh
voodoo
yeah,
dolls.
oh yeah, I found that. I took a picture. And then I was gonna buy stickers and walked away. And they're like, I was texting them the whole time. You didn't buy anything? Well, no. Well, something. So one of you might have suggested the cock clips. So
Yeah.
I got the cock clips. I think hold on. I got six for $9. I'm
That's
taking one
highway
to work
robbery.
tomorrow for Christina. I told her I would give her one. So yes, we can use them as paper clips. So,
Yeah.
That's like I said.
so
You know how you'll put stuff in your mouth while you gather your papers together?
Yeah.
And then you take the paper clip. I'm world's worst for that. It's like to hold a paper clip in my mouth while I get the papers, stack them, straighten them up,
yeah,
and then take the
yeah.
paper clip and so you got a dick in your mouth.
That's something mommy would do too.
I gotta find some more of those because I bet I could find them. So that's the end of the show on penises, our favorite subject.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much tonight. This was great. This was a really good episode. I think we went over an hour, but you know what? I don't care because we had some good stuff. And this with Sandy, and you guys check your texts because I had Anne make a little picture for Sandy that says "Gossip with Sandy."
Ah,
So, so if you like it, we can have her create another one. So we'll put that out for people to see. Gossip with Sandy. So
Oh, but they don't want to get me on the road, boy. Let me tell you.
no, and
Jesus.
she was tonight. So I love
Yes, I
it.
was. I'm in rare form.
hey, I'm okay
Yes,
with you being on a roll, just as
love
long
it.
as I'm on the
Me
safe side
too.
of the fence.
I know, right?
Yes, I
Right.
agree. I agree.
E3,
I
where am I supposed to sit?
I love it.
He's
Well,
not he's not
anyway.
even listening.
Oh, okay. He's just yelling. I like it. So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody that you can talk to about us. And we will see you next week. Take care.
Yep.
Bye, everyone. Love you
Bye,
all.
everyone.